year, I went with a Chattanooga Bike Club group up here to where there weren't any really solid trails. And I was with Daisy, and I was with Hugh, I was with a bunch of other people, and I got separated, and I got lost. So, who would know that not that many years later, I would be involved in funding the creation of the trails, creation of the park, and spending a couple years of my life working with volunteers, actually finishing off the trail system to where it is, the form it is today. So about the same time that I was working on Stringer's Ridge, I started working on another project, which was the Tagline, which would be an old rail trail connecting from the end of the Riverwalk in St. Elmo and eventually connect all the way to the Silver Comet and to Atlanta. And shortly after I started working on that, started working on something called the Chick Chat, which would take part of the Tagline, the northern end, and also go from the end of the South Chickamauga Greenway and connect south of the battlefield and create a 55-mile loop, which would be absolutely amazing and, in my opinion, even more interesting than the Silver Comet, because you're looking at historical sites, you're looking at just the view sheds are amazing, and plus about half the time you would be in Chattanooga. So that's another big project that I've been working on. Also worked on the U.S. bike route system, connecting Atlanta to Chattanooga, and currently in play is Chattanooga to Nashville, Chattanooga to Knoxville, and that would be part of a 40,000-mile on-road, primarily, bike route system that will basically connect East Coast, West Coast, Canada, Mexico, and everything in between, with Chattanooga as a major crossing point. So one of my favorite things to do is to come up here on Stringer's Ridge and just sort of step back and look at the kids, look at the dogs, look at the parents, the families, and they have so much fun. There's something about being out in the woods, being out in nature, that I think makes family time especially rewarding and memorable. So in addition to the trails and greenways, I've also been working a lot on regional bike tourism, basically as an economic driver in Chattanooga and the overall region. Starting back in 2003, I started an overseas bike tour company called biketours.com, and that was doing great until the pandemic. So with the pandemic, what I've done is sort of switched gears and added Bike the South, a regional bike tour company that can hopefully offset some of the losses we're seeing in Europe. But also it's really helping with my own passion for bicycle tourism locally, but instead of just doing it as an advocate on a volunteer basis, actually being able to see some financial benefit, not just for myself, of course, but for hotels, restaurants, bike shops, and other retailers. And there's a lot of joy that goes with that as well. So another project I've been working on is the North Shore to North Chick Greenway that would start over by Whole Foods, make its way towards Stringer's Ridge up Cherokee, go through Stringer's Ridge, exactly right here, to White Oak Park, and then from White Oak Park, connect through Red Bank, across over to Hickson Pike, down to the Tennessee River, along the river to the North Chick. So of course it's a great honor to be inducted, especially in the first class. But to me, what's even more important is Chattanooga and this club have done so much for me, and it's really nice that I can see that maybe I've done something for Chattanooga and for the club as well, because it's definitely been a two-way street. The city has changed my life, the people in the club have become my family, and it feels good to get back to family.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the Chattanooga Cycling Hall of Fame, class of 2022, Jim Johnson.